Again, I appreciate you being here. The current single, once again, is called Last Cowboy Standing. And the radio promoter on this is Dylan Steen, who's a longtime
Yeah.
buddy of mine. I've known Dylan for 10 years or so, and probably one of the hardest working men in Texas country.
I'm
Um,
telling you, man, if he ain't working radio, he's working goats or doing something. Every time I call him, he's like, I was chasing a goat or I was doing this for the city. I was like, buddy, do you ever just stop?
the man can't sit still, man. I don't think he
No.
can sit still. Um, But yeah, I've had a working relationship with Dylan for a lot of years. He's just such a nice guy. But anyway, we have about 6 or 7 different short segments here that we're going to use as TikToks and stuff before
All right.
the episode comes out. So this should be a little bit of fun for you. The first one is called "Did You Know?" Can you tell us something that your fans may not know about you?
Oh man. Uh Believe it or not, I'm pretty private and pretty shy. That's probably the biggest downfall of my social media is because I kind of, growing up watching George Strait, I'm just like, y'all don't need to know about what I'm doing behind the scenes. But I've obviously learned how to be a little bit more interactive and more talkative over the years doing it. But man, I mean, I remember back singing early on, they couldn't believe that was me on that stage. Like that kid that's scared to talk to anybody is that. So I believe it or not, I was very very shy.
I find that hard to believe just because of the fact that you were putting on fake shows at 3 years old, right?
Well, that was for my Ninja Turtles and stuff, but
Yeah,
still.
there you go. I think we've all done that. I did my Elvis pelvis stuff to my GI Joes as a kid. So,
Yeah.
yeah. All right. Next one's called Mount Rushmore. Who are the 4 artists on your Mount Rushmore of most influential artists to you?
Oh man, I get asked that all the time. I mean, obviously George Strait and Merle Haggard are going to go there. Um, Gosh, you could fill those other two spots with just about anybody. I feel like Keith Whitley is when I really started navigating towards the songwriter side. So I feel like that's morphed a lot of my songwriting. And then, you know what? I'm going to give it to Daryl. I'm going to give it to Daryl because I don't know that I would be doing what I'm doing right now if not for that night that I just happened to run into him in that conversation we had. So
Well, it
I'm going to give it
certainly
to him.
changed your record too, didn't it? Though, right?
It
So.
did. It did.
All right, next one is called What the Heck? This is a rapid fire segment where I'm just going to ask you like 5 or 6 questions. Some of them might be silly, some of them might be a little more in depth. Just give me the first thing that pops into your brain, okay?
All right.
All right, number one, how long do you wait after finishing your food before you go back for seconds?
Well, since I'm trying to get on the diet kick, there ain't been no seconds lately. But Thanksgiving and the holidays, you might as well not even count. It's just until I can't eat it no more.
Right, I got you. I got you. All right, number two, if one synchronized swimmer drowns, what happens to the others?
I guess they drown too, wouldn't
If they're doing a good job, they would, right?
they?
All right, number three, which superpower do you wish you had?
Oh man, I guess maybe to read people's minds because I'd understand exactly what song and how to do about everything that gets people's attention.
Well, I think you're doing a pretty damn good job of that already, golly. So you
Actually,
might,
you know what? You know what? I'm gonna change it. I would fly because I could be able to get to show and town to town, or go back to Arkansas a lot
yeah, then you
quicker.
wouldn't
How
have to
about
pay bus gas money, right?
that? There we go.
All right, number four, is there a word that you have a hard time pronouncing?
Oh, I mean, there's a lot of them. I There was a song we wrote back in the day called Hictionary, and they put a Spanish word in there just because they used to laugh at me trying to pronounce it. It was like muy bien or something like that. So
I love it. Oh man, we passed a Mexican market yesterday. We were driving to Mount Pleasant from where I'm at, and it was called Super Bueno. That was the name of the market. I was like, I like that. Super
I
good.
like
The first word was English, and the second one was Spanish. Good stuff. Number five. What is your best curse word alternative?
it. Probably fudge.
Fudge. There you go. All right. Last one. If your pet could talk about you, what would it say about you?
Stay home. Well, yeah, I guess he's inside with his mom right now, but he just mopes every time we leave. So I give Cash that one. Every time we go to bed or ready to walk out that door, he just gets that pouty face on. So
Is that your cat that was on the screen?
no, this is the. I told my wife if we get another animal, that I'm gonna start charging admission for people to come over because we own a zoo. This is the barn cat that's right here. Cash is our dog.
Okay. Yeah, my wife is. We have a lot of rescues here, like dogs, cats. We rescued a bunny at one point. Like my wife is like the one of the most empathetic people I've ever met, and it hurts at times. I'm not gonna
Yeah,
lie.
we're at 4 longhorn cows. We had 2 barn cats down to 1, 2 inside cats, and a dog, and then whatever other critters are out running around
Yeah,
here.
yeah, yeah,
So,
yeah. It's fine when you're out in the country. Um, Next one's called One Artist. Who is one artist besides yourself you wish the whole world knew about?
ooh, man. I mean, I feel like we're talking about him a whole lot, but I got to go with Daryl, man. I to this day tell everybody, I was like, man, that's the greatest country voice I think we ever had.
Very underrated for sure.
And I don't think enough people knew his music. You know, a lot of people, if you say I let her lie or whatever, they'll realize that was him. But I don't think enough people know who he was, and they
Yeah.
should.
Look up a song called Too Much Fun. Oh my God, that song is
Oh,
killer.
you ever heard that one?
Oh, I love it, man. That's a great tune.
Hey,
Um,
I do got to take credit. In the last year or so of his touring, he did throw "Living Up to Her Low Expectations" back in his set after I asked him. I was like, "Why don't you ever play that, man? It was your first single." So
yep.
I'm gonna take credit on that going back in his set list.
Yeah, go through that catalog, the Daryl Singletary's catalog. Y'all do that. You won't be disappointed. What is on David Adam Byrnes's wish list?
Oh man, uh, well, we're checking off one of them because I'm getting a headline Green Hall this summer, so I
Let's
can
go.
take that off.
Congrats.
Uh, Man, I grew up every summer going to Cheyenne Frontier Days, so it's always been a bucket list thing to get to play that. Obviously, Billy Bob's. You can't be a Texas artist without playing Billy
Hmm.
Bob's. But I think the number one thing right now is figure out how to be a good dad. Man, I got my first little boy on the way here coming this August, so I don't think I've really. I know it's coming, and I'm excited for him, but I don't think that moment of you have to make a kid get through life has really sunk in
Hmm.
yet. So
Yep.
let's. I think probably number one should be let me not suck at that.
I think you're gonna do just fine, man. I think you're gonna do. You got a good head on your shoulders. Yeah, congratulations on first of all Green Hall.
Thank you.
Congratulations on the first kid. Lots of cool stuff happening for you, man. I have a feeling I know what the answer to this next question is going to be now, but I'm going to ask it anyway. We talked about 11 straight number one singles. A fan of yours might say that is your best accomplishment as a human being. But what is your opinion of your personal best accomplishment? And this doesn't have to be music related.
Man, I love when folks tell my parents that boy was raised right. He's a good kid, man. Because I do. I always try to do the best I can by everybody. I mean, I'm human and I know I make mistakes, but I always want to leave everywhere I've been a better place when I leave it. And I hope that that's always the case and it stays that way.
Yeah, good answer, man. Next one's called Biggest Impact. Was there a person or event in your life that changed your life in just a monumentous way that you can kind of look back at it and that person or thing that happened kind of puts you on the right path?
I will 100% give credit to my wife on that one because I eat, breathe, live, sleep. I couldn't even as much as have fun if it didn't involve music and my career and all that. And she's the one that really, really made me understand there's life outside of this. If it's taken away from you tomorrow, what do you have? And I still don't know that I got much, but she's really opened my eyes that there's so much more to life and just to stop and smell the roses. Cause you're always wanting more. You're always wanting that next step. You're never complacent. And she's really good about making me just stop and enjoy where we're at. So
So
I got to give her the
all about
credit.
life and legacy, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
good stuff, man. Last segment is called Who Do You Think You Are? Who is David Adam Byrnes?
Man, the funny thing is the generic answer, cat owner that is annoyed with it at this point. Here we go. Dolly, let me just hold you. Maybe you'll stop moving. Um, I would always say a country music singer my entire life, but I feel like there's so much more to that, man. I hope soon to be father, a great husband, a great son, and a great friend. And I don't know if that don't sum it up. I don't know what does.
Good stuff, man. I feel like that's always the hardest question to answer when you have to kind of look within yourself and figure out who you are, because who can you be for other people if you don't really have a good grasp of who you are as a human being and what you offer other people, right?
Absolutely.
Because you have to understand that life is give and take. So you have to understand what you're given and you have to understand what you're taking. And if you don't, then you're not really fulfilling your part of a relationship, I feel like, right? So
Well, and the funny part is something else I thought of is what I should have answered that question with earlier too. Is what some people don't know about me. I'm a homebody, man. When I ain't got to go on the road, I don't want to go
I
nowhere.
understand that 100%, man. Oh my God. Like I love chatting with people and stuff. Like I love the whole Zoom thing because it's perfect. I used to do interviews all the time at my house. And this is so much better for me as a socially awkward person. And yeah, I'm also a homebody. I don't want to go anywhere, man.
Yeah, I'm that person, man. If you want me to go do something, you better get me out of the house before I have a chance to say no, because
That's
otherwise I'll
right.
have an excuse.
And then when you're in public, are you like the first one that wants to leave too, right? Like
Depends on what we're doing and where we're at. I mean,
yeah.
give me a couple of them whiskeys and get me something that interests me. I'm in. But if I'm in some kind of a club with a bunch of freaking loud music or
Yeah.
just overly crowded, I'm like, nah, get me the heck out of here.
Yeah, man. Yeah, for me, dude, it'll be something that I'm uber interested in and excited about. And within an hour of being there, man, I just want to be in my bed and home watching YouTube or something, man.
Well, it doesn't help. My wife ain't any better. She's the same way. She already was in there like, I'm ready to go lay down. I was like, well, I still got to make dinner and do an interview. So we're going to be a little bit, honey.
All right. Well, look, it is 2025 now. I know one thing that can help David right now is for all of you folks out there to request the single. It's called Last Cowboy Standing. Just about every radio station, if you call them anywhere in the world and you ask for that song, it'll put it on their radar and they will listen. At the very least, they will listen to it. So do that no matter where you're at. And what are some other ways that folks can really support you as an artist, David?
Yeah, man. Obviously, buy and stream the music. That's the number one thing. Home base, davidadambyrnes.com. That's got your links to every possible way of finding us. And man, what people really don't understand is buying the merch, man. Coming to the shows, buying the ticket, and buying the merch. That keeps us afloat because unfortunately, in the digital age, we do not make enough off the streaming and the downloads. So, buying merch, buying tickets, and just supporting us out there on the road, man.
And this episode will come out on May 31st. There are some shows in June that are in Texas. One in Fredericksburg on the 15th of June, which is at the resort. There's a show at Hoots in Burleson on the 21st. And you can find all of these shows at davidadambyrnes.com. That link will be in your description below for easy access for y'all. David, thank you so much for hanging out with us today, man.
Hey, man, I appreciate you having me, man. This was fun.
Hey, y'all, this is Scott Sean White, and thank you for tuning in to the Boston Chris Show.